Buenas noches, soy Lourdes Evans y les voy a leer el capítulo 5 de la novela The Midnight Library de Matt Haig. Se llama Doors. 8 hours before she decided to die, Nora entered the newsagent's. Sheltering from the rain, the woman behind the counter asked. Yes, Nora kept her head down, her despair growing like a weight she couldn't carry. A National Geographic was on display. As she stared now at the magazine cover, an image of a black hole, she realized that's what she was, a black hole, a dying star collapsing in on itself. Her dad used to subscribe. She remembered being enthralled by an article about Svalbard, a Norwegian archipelago in the Arctic Ocean. She'd never seen a place that looked so far away. She'd read about scientists doing research among glaciers and frozen fjords and puffins. Then, prompted by Mrs. Elm, she decided she wanted to be a glaciologist. She saw the scruffy, hunched form of her brother's friend and their own former bandmate, Ravi, by the music mags, engrossed in an article. She stood there for a fraction too long, because when she walked away she heard him say, Nora? Ravi, hi. I hear Joe was in Bedford the other day. Small nod, yeah. Did he, did you see him? I did actually. The silence Nora felt his pain. He didn't tell me he was coming. It was just a flyby. Is he okay? Ravi paused. Nora had once liked him, and he'd been a loyal friend to her brother. But as with Joe, there was a barrier between them. They hadn't parted on the best of terms. He'd thrown his drumsticks on the floor of a rehearsal room and struck out when Nora told him she was out of the band. I think he's depressed. Nora's mind grew heavier at the idea her brother might feel like she did. He's not himself, Ravi went on, anger in his voice. He's going to have to move out of his shoebox in Shepherd's Bush. What with him not being able to play lead guitar in a successful rock band. Mind you, I've got no money either. Pub gigs don't pay these days, even when you agree to clean the toilets. Ever cleaned pub toilets, Nora? I'm having a pretty shit time too if we're doing the Misery Olympics. Ravi laughed. A hardness momentarily shadowed his face. The world's smallest violin is playing. She wasn't in the mood. Is this about labyrinths? Still, it means a lot to me. And to your brother, to all of us. We had a deal with Universal. Right there. Album, singles, tour, promo. We could be Coldplay now. You hate Coldplay. Not the point. We could be Malibu. Instead, Bedford. And so no, your brother's not ready to see you. I was having panic attacks. I'd had let everyone down in the end. I told the label to take you on without me. I agreed to write the songs. It wasn't my fault I was engaged. I was with Dan. It was kind of a deal breaker. Well, yeah, how did that work out? Ravi, that isn't fair. Fair. Great word. The woman behind the counter gawped with interest. Bands don't last. Would have been a meteor shower over before we started. Meteor showers are fucking beautiful. Come on. You're still with Ella, aren't you? And I could be with Ella and in a successful band with money. We had that chance right there. He pointed to the palm of his hand. Our songs were fire. Nora hated herself for silently correcting the "our" to "my." I don't think your problem was stage fright or wedding fright. I think your problem was life fright. This hurt. The words took the air out of her. And I think your problem, she retaliated, voice trembling, is blaming others for your shitty life. He nodded, as if slapped. Put his magazine back. See you around, Nora. Tell Joe I said hi, she said, as he walked out of the shop and into the rain. Please. She caught sight of the cover of Your Cat magazine, a ginger tabby. Her mind felt loud, like a stern, undragged symphony, as if the ghost of a German composer was trapped inside her mind, conjuring chaos and intensity. The woman behind the counter said something to her she missed. Sorry? Nora Seed? The woman, blonde bob, bottle tan, was happy and casual and relaxed in a way Nora no longer knew how to be, leaning over the counter on her forearms as if Nora was a lemur at the zoo. Yep, I'm Carrie Ann. Remember you from school, the swimmer, super brain. Didn't what's his face, Mr. Blandford, do an assembly on you once? Said you were going to end up at the Olympics? Nora nodded. So did you? I gave it up. Was more into music at the time. Then life happened. So what do you do now? I'm between things. Could anyone then? Bloke? Kids? Nora shook her head, wishing it would fall off her own head onto the floor, so she never had to have a conversation with a stranger ever again. Well, don't hang about. Tick tock, tick tock. I'm 35. She wished Easy was there. Easy never put up with any of that kind of shit. And I'm not sure I want. Me and Jake were like rabbits, but we got there. Two little terrors, but worth it, you know? I just feel complete. I could show you some pictures. I get headaches with phones. Dan had wanted kids. Nora didn't know. She'd been petrified of motherhood. The fear of a deeper depression. She couldn't look after herself, let alone anyone else. Selling Bedford then. Thought you'd be one who got away. I came back. My mom was ill. Sorry to hear that. Hope she's okay now. I better go. But it's still raining. As Nora escaped the shop, she wished there were something but doors ahead of her, which she could walk through one by one, leaving everything behind.